9. Affirmative.
Defend the entrances. Don't let them capture the forward bunker. Construct the command post. Firing for effect.
Oh, I'm having problems. Trillian, help!
Man, I was just sitting there watching. Oh, man, who was that sitting up there? It was Madness. He was sitting there with a Panzerfaust waiting for just the right time. He saw 4 players from No Remorse coming by. He started to prime the Panzerfaust, and they spotted him before he could let loose. He had 4 lined up. I mean, I tell you, that would have been absolute ownage. But that little noise when it's getting ready to shoot off was enough to give them a little warning. They've captured the forward bunker. Now they're making their way towards the main entrance. No plant on the side entrance yet, but friendly fire. He's got the pliers out, and dynamite has been planted at the main entrance. Now, SyN, have you seen anything going on at the side entrance, or are you perhaps watching what's going on with the Axis team right now?
You know, I'm watching the main entrance, unfortunately, right now, and seeing a little bit of fire there. So, no, I haven't had a chance to make my way over there. But let's see if I can indeed get over there. Yes, Trill?
I'm just watching Bloody Mist's landmines destroying Plush and X11. They were going to go try to plant on that side entrance, and not going to happen this time around. Good play happening by the Axis team of Death Touch. They have destroyed the main entrance, however, so No Remorse is going to come running through there. Nope, they're going to continue to send bodies towards that side entrance. Plush and X11 making another attempt at it, and X11 owned again! Having a very tough time here, but this time Slay, a medic, is going to be backing them up. As they come through, they're getting to a little firefight with Dater. Dater going to fall back after slowing them down just a little longer. And about 8 minutes on the clock, and look at No Remorse. Even though they've blown the main entrance, they're not even paying attention to it right now.
No, they're all over this side entrance. They got 5 guys hanging out over here. Excuse me, 4 guys, and here we go. Looks like we are going to indeed get some sort of a dynamite plant there, we think. There it goes, finally starting to get down. One of the Death Touch members here trying to get a lock on who that is. There it is, dynamite planted at the side entrance. That is going to begin to tick away, and it looks like Death Touch is going to concede this side entrance for the time being and try to make their defense around the command center in that area. Only 1 man for Death Touch, though, hanging out. That's Dater, and he's just kind of chilling there. He's about to get a pretty rude awakening in a couple of seconds here as 4 of these No Remorse guys come storming through that side entrance. It's going to be, what do we got? We got Plush, we've got X11, and looks like only 2 of them. Here we go. We're going to see if they're going to be able to get in there and get that command center built. Dater in all over him, and he is going to be able to fend off 1, 2. Here comes 3 more, though. And there it is. Dater goes down, and Trillian, they're going to get that side entrance.
They may have the side entrance, but waiting for them at the west radar is a nice little setup by Death Touch. They're all over the place. They've got some crossfire, a couple of players hanging out on the sides of the hills, just preparing for a push, but the push is coming from that side entrance. It's going to find a little bit of stopping from Madness, but Madness is going to go ahead and kill himself and wait for the next round to come back in. Looking at the east radar parts, they are still secure, but for how much longer? A nice airstrike being called out by the Death Touch team. Gonna slow down No Remorse, but X11 gonna get a hold of those east radar parts. He's dropping down, and he's gonna make his way, tossing out some health packs in front of him as his teammates try to clear the way to make sure he can take the long route around. He's gonna head inside to the command post, watch his teammates run by, trying to hold on some defense. Now, looking at the other side, I see no one from Death Touch ready to stop him, but we have to go look and see what's actually happening at the truck where the radar parts have to be planted to be stolen, to run away with them. Looking around, no one from Death Touch out here, so it looks like it's going to be a clean run. X11 making his way through, still uncontested, and sure enough, a clean run. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock as the east radar parts are secured.
Now let's see now what they can do. We got Death Touch all over the west radar, though. They got guys everywhere. You're seeing a very good defense. They got 2 guys there on the west hill, and then on the east hill they got a couple guys as well, kind of hanging out. But here comes No Remorse trying to make their way perhaps across the bridge. So far, not able to get anywhere near those parts. Death Touch all over the west radar parts. and they got a great defense set up right now. They got guys all hanging out on all ends of it, so that there's pretty much no way that we can get anything done here from No Remorse. And let's see how long this defense on the West radar parts can stay up here, Trill, as time continuing to tick away. 4 minutes and 55 seconds to go. And do you think they can hold on?
Well, honestly, Death Touch, it won't surprise me if they manage to hold on to this one. They've been focusing on the West radar parts this whole time. They let the East radar parts be a gimme, which is not an unusual strategy here on radar. So we just have to keep an eye. They have to be careful of how quickly they get destroyed when No Remorse comes in. Because you realize No Remorse's real chance here is if they can catch Death Touch on a spawn, where they've destroyed them right after a spawn, killed everyone off, and Death Touch has to wait for the next spawn to come in. That's going to be their window of opportunity. But right now, it's not looking all that good for No Remorse. They're trading back and forth. Some deaths going out there. Death Touch really holding the upper hand so far. Some nice airstrikes being called down, some artillery support called on the front entrance, and we're still looking to see if No Remorse can at least get their hands on those radar parts. But waiting up on the hill, you've got Big Nuts, you've got Dater, and they're remaining firm.
Wow, excuse me. Yeah, so far No Remorse has not even come close to this hill. It's been an absolute shellacking, if you will, by this Death Touch squad, as they have, they've lost a few people, but for the most part, it has been all Death Touch at the West radar for this entire round. Like you said, they put up their defense here. We got 3 minutes and 26 seconds to go on the clock, and Death Touch has got men all over the place. Grenades flying out, airstrikes flying out, everything coming, and No Remorse, they can't get anywhere near it so far, Trill. Time continuing here to tick away, and let's see. No Remorse really hasn't made any kind of a group push, though, to try to get in there. It's been like all individual, one at a time type thing. That's not going to work. There's an airstrike coming in. Is only going to be able to level absolutely nobody except for the radar. So No Remorse looking pretty dazed and confused at this point, with just under 2 minutes to go, Trill.
Well, it's about 2:45 on the clock is what we're facing. And I'm looking out here to see No Remorse trying to make a back entrance. Actually, Plush is pretty lucky because there were a couple of landmines just waiting for him. And somehow he missed them. But he could not miss the MP40 fire of Dater, and he's going to mow them right down. As the Allies, they finally got a hold of the West radar parts. Is this their opportunity? Oh, no, it is not. It is returned, but they grab it one more time. Let's see where those radar parts are. Well, they don't even make it off the hill. They're returned already. So a couple of brief touches by No Remorse, but Death Touch on their toes, slowing him down. Here comes X11, making a push towards that. He's getting picked off pretty hard, but he is a medic, so he's going to re-health himself. Makes his way up the ramp. He's going to go around, try to grab those radar parts. He has a hold of them. He's making the move across, but he is going to get caught by a grenade in the ass. His teammate, G-Dub, going to pick it up right behind him, trying to make it through. His other teammate comes through, picks up. They are just panning back and forth. Oh, Pans are coming through. And Madness is going to deny friendly fire. That one finally. Slay is going to be the final man in that little relay. And a time of 8 minutes and 20 seconds has been set by No Remorse. That took a lot of team effort to get that through, and I've got to say I'm actually surprised. Usually when you see the radar parts dropped that many times, one of the Axis gets in to return it. That was kind of like an Olympic baton race. They just kept passing it between the teammates. It really was. And I got to look at the honor roll. Dude, Death Touch all over it, but still a time set. 8 minutes and 20 seconds is going to be the time, Trill. And I guess the question we have to ask ourselves now is, can Death Touch live up to the challenge of 8 minutes and 20 seconds? They did a great job statistically last time, but in the end, the baton swinging a No Remorse squad was able to get it done here on radar. I don't really know, Death Touch had a great defense, but somehow No Remorse penetrated it and got in there and got the radar parts, and in the end, got an 8 minute and 20 second set. That they did. So we'll have our opportunity in just a moment here to see what's going to happen. Guys, we've got some great sponsors here at Radio ITG, including Speakeasy. Now, Speakeasy is actually offering a new product. It's called OneLink. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like having a home phone, because I think it's a waste of time. I use my cell phone for everything, free long distance, all that good stuff, So Speakeasy is offering this product where you don't have to have a phone. It's an ADSL line. You get it installed, and you never have to deal with a phone company. I mean, honestly, how cool is that? The prices are reasonable. So you want to go check it out, speakeasy.net, see if you qualify, and if you do, you got to order it. It's so cool.
You know, I don't qualify for Speakeasy in my area because, and I'm actually moving to some place that has Speakeasy. Tell me, you know, how...
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am.
You're going to be so spoiled.
I know.
You are going to be so spoiled.
It's all right, though.
Speakeasy, I love the Speakeasy connections. And it's not just because they pay me to work there. It's also because I actually really... We've been through so many internet providers you cannot even begin to guess. We have tormented these places. And Speakeasy is probably the first one we've ever found that actually comes through for us. But right now this match is about to begin, and we're going to have an opportunity to see what Death Touch has that gained them 110 out of 115 votes in their favor for this match tonight. SyN, what you seeing?
You know, let's see exactly what we got. We got an early push here. It looks like Death Touch beginning to make their way towards. Looks like we're going to see a split here, Trill. Or maybe not so much on the split, as I see 6 people hopping around towards that main door. And in fact, it is not a split. I have no clue what I'm talking about, so don't listen to me. Dynamite being planted on the main entrance, and let's begin to turn our focus here to see what No Remorse is going to try to do to maybe defuse this dynamite, Trill.
It's going to be interesting to find out what they pull out here, looking around. And so far, about 15 seconds left on here. There is a No Remorse player, but he's not an engineer, so nothing's going to happen right there. Death Touch going to get their dynamite. With only a few seconds left, they're going to have their access to the West radar parts. Now, I'm going to come through here and take a look at the West radar. And what I'm seeing is, well, finally No Remorse is moving into position. They're going to put 2 just outside the door, and they're going to keep 2 over next to the West radar. Now, dynamite has been planted at the side entrance as well, so both of those entrances are going to be available to the Death Touch team. East radar being left alone, no surprise there, but we're watching that West radar as the front entrance is blown, waiting to see what Death Touch is going to throw out there. Now, SyN, I'm wondering, Death Touch probably waiting for that side entrance.
Yeah,
what are you seeing?
Death Touch is all over the side entrance right now. They got their entire roster. There it goes. It is going to go and beginning to make their way into the command post. Only one No Remorse member here. That's Plush, and he is in for a world of trouble. A grenade coming out, though. Plush being able to dispose of one there. Grenades coming in on him, and he is in a world of trouble. Here comes another No Remorse member. He was like, dude, I got 6 people over here, and I'm in a world of hurt. We got him. There's a pistol battle coming out. And Plush is going to go down at the hands. I couldn't see the man because they used black. But there's a command post going up.
Aww.
Both radars now exposed. And let's see here. I am not seeing anything from No Remorse on the East radar. And the West radar, it seems, is going to be their radar of choice to protect Trillian. And we got ourselves, what? We're looking at 5 minutes and 50 seconds to go, just about. And, you know, so far, No Remorse has pretty much been a pushover at this point. They haven't really put up much of a defense on any of these early objectives. And there we go. East radar parts have been stolen, Trill. And let's track him and see where he's going to go. Oh, he drops him.
Well, Seed was making his way over there, but Friendly Fire came through with some MP40, and he returns the East radar parts. Now, that's unusual to see, so a nice little move by No Remorse. You know, Death Touch thought, hey, this one's in the bag. This will be nice and easy. And not so much. Yeah, those get returned. So let's take a look at what's going on the East radar, as Friendly Fire is going to maintain his position guarding as Bloody Mist comes flying across, gets boosted up over the ledge by Seed, makes the move on the parts, and there he goes. East radar parts have been grabbed once again, getting shot in the ass. Bloody Mist making his way up the hill, and he is going to come around that corner, and he is going to survive this one. So this is looking good for a capture there. We're going to let him continue on his way as we take a look at the West radar parts where Seed is making a push through there. He's nearly dead, however, and grenade going to come through by X11. And those West radar parts are in peril.
They are finally returned, though, and there we go. All is quiet. And there you hear the East radar parts being secured, so Death Touch already got one in the bag, and you know what, Trill? 4 minutes and 24 seconds to go. There's some artillery support coming in, and unfortunately, Madness must have been feeling mad because He destroyed himself with that one. We got more airstrikes coming in, raining down on top of the No Remorse squad. And let's see, we got no Death Touch here hanging out yet by these radar parts. Still waiting. We got just over 4 minutes to go, so they have plenty of time, Trill, to try to get in there and get those parts. And it looks like they're trying to make their way up. And so far, No Remorse is hanging on for dear life. Remember, guys, they set this time. Death Touch will have the chance to set the time next time. So this could be a pretty quick match.
On my way.
We're going to have to just keep an eye on these guys as Illshot staying alive in spite of being caught in between the crossfire. Now, the radar parts have been grabbed. They were in the hands of SyN from Death Touch, and they got returned pretty quickly. But you see Death Touch already with 3 grabs on the radar parts. It's looking fun for them. Illshot swooping through, picks him up, and is mowed down. Look at those radar parts. They're sitting right in front of the radar. So, yeah, he didn't make it too far. Illshot, you know, he's been really pushing to get his hands on it. But, yeah, they didn't get him returned. Big Nut swoops in. He gets a hold of him as well. But you know what we're not seeing here that we saw from No Remorse? We're not seeing that Death Touch setup where they're passing off to one another.
Yeah.
No Remorse had everybody ready to go. As soon as those radar parts got down off of the ledge, they were just handed from body to body to body until they could get captured. This time, Death Touch, lone gunmen's coming through, grabbing the parts, dropping down, dying, and no one there to pick up the slack. But you know, they do have 2.5 minutes, just over that, left to go. So I don't know. I think they're going to make this one happen. The question is how quickly.
There we got a steal right now, and Death Touch beginning to try to make their way with the radar parts. And we're still waiting. I'm still trying to get a lock. Trill, where did they take off to?
Oh, Dater, he's there. He
There
got
it
it.
is.
And they have beat the clock 5 minutes and 55 seconds versus 8:20 set by No Remorse. So the first point is going to go out to Death Touch, but I got to say, you know, No Remorse did a pretty good job holding them off, doing a little surprise move on the east radar, slowing them down just a little bit. But even those slowdowns were not enough to guarantee them the first match point. So it is 1-0. We're going to move back over to a new set. This time, Death Touch is going to set the initial time. And we'll see what these guys can pull out here.
You know, it's going to be interesting to see, Trill, what we see from Death Touch with the opportunity. I mean, what was that? What did you say, 540 they set there? I mean,
5:55.
5:55. That's pretty fast.
Firing for effect.
You know, that's pretty fast. You got 2 radars, and they're kind of chilling there. They spin around in a circle, and you know they pick up antenna waves and stuff, and
9.
I don't know.
And they confuse the brain.
And they confuse the brain.
Yes.
Spin.
Don't get caught between the radars when they're both pointing the same direction.
I'm watching them
Kill you.
spin.
Yeah, there's a reason why you're not supposed to take drugs before a cast.
You know, prepare to fight
There's a reason why we don't condone that.
has been unfortunately
Tell you
chimed
what.
out, and we're about ready to go.
I have a moment here, and I'm going to remind you guys of who all is playing here. Playing for No Remorse on the Axis team, it's going to be Friendly Fire, G-Dub, Eyes, Slay, Plush, and X11. Playing for Death Touch, it's going to be Madness, Illshot, Bloody Mist, Big Nuts, Seed, and Dater. On the sidelines, we have a very colorful Steagle from Death Touch hanging out to watch the carnage. And this match is now underway. What is Death Touch going to do this time around? Anything interesting?
You know, let's take a look here. I'm following them, getting set up. No Remorse getting set up their early defense, but Death Touch already beginning to make their way towards that forward spawn area. And here they go. Battle for the forward spawn, raining out. No Remorse G-Club in there, and he's going to be able to defend it for just a second. Let's see, though. 1-on-1. Oh, it's taken right there at the very end. Medic work coming out from Dater. And there it is. They got the forward spawn already. And they'll begin to make their way, make their offense onto that main, that main door, and see if they can get a dynamite down. There goes the dynamite. There's Seed and Big Nuts all over that. They're going to get it planted. And Trill, what's going on over there at the secondary entrance?
Gosh, I don't know, SyN. Let me go check. I'm making my way through the forward spawn, flying through the air, looking to see what's happening at the side entrance. At the side entrance, Bloody Mist plants dynamite, and then as soon as he gets it planted, he moves away from this landmine and is destroyed by Plush. But here comes Friendly Fire, an engineer. He's looking for the defuse, getting shot from afar by Big Nuts, and he almost almost got himself destroyed while defusing the he almost got the defuse, but he got shut down. No, not gonna happen. 8 seconds left on the side entrance dynamite, and we've got Dater, Seed, and Big Nuts waiting for their opportunity to bust through there. The explosion comes, and here the three from oh, it's 4 of them. They have been joined by Madness, and they're coming through the command post entrance, going for those east radar parts. 8 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. They're making a nice little push here. Let's see what kind of time they can set in the second set.
You know, you got to also take a look. We got Illshot and Blood Fist there, hanging out right by that main entrance. They're kind of hanging out there, doing their damage, doing what they can do to keep people busy. And now it looks like we're going to see another one of these Death Touch members here come up. So it looks like they're making a more spread out attack, unlike the last time where they kind of went for one and the other. I think we better kind of go for both at the same time this time, Trill. Taking a look, both radars so far secure. Nice. And we've got No Remorse hanging out. We got a couple of guys by the east, couple of guys by the west, couple of guys in the middle, and everybody is just in this massive firefight of confusion because Death Touch is all over the place, Trill. They are everywhere. And as they continue here, as time continues to tick down, 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go, No Remorse looking pretty good at, so far at, you know, this... Stop it!
I can't. What I can tell you is that Plush has been doing some great landmine work, but a little bit of covert ops action and all those landmines are moot, because the allied team can see them. They'll be able to dodge them now when they come through to try to grab those west radar parts. But first, it's all about the east radar parts in the hands of Dater, making his way up the hill, getting some heavy fire, but he finally makes it over the crest of the hill, and he's headed inside to return those parts. He's helping himself up as he makes his way through the hallways out into the open area next to the side entrance. He's looking to run through that forward spawn point and make his way to the truck and, deliver his package right onto the bed of it. He's going to have no one stopping him looking at the other side. No one from No Remorse is wasting their time. And I'm taking a look. West radar parts in the hands of Seed. Is he going to make it through and set a very fast time?
You know, let's take a look. Seed right now, he's got the parts. He's crouching, making his way, trying to be ninja-like. Here we go. He begins to make his way. And you know what? This is going to be the time of the century. 3 minutes and 57 seconds. That is gotta sting. You know, seriously, that's a pretty impressive time. And again, like I said, you know, they did the whole 2-at-1 deal. They didn't concentrate on one than the other. This is going to be really hard for No Remorse to pull off, Joe. I don't know if it's going to happen. You know, rooting for underdogs or
what
not.
I will tell you is that Death Touch Madness, highest fragger, highest experience points, highest ranking officer, most highly decorated, and best covert ops. That's the guy who went out there and figured out where all those damn landmines from Plush were. Now, Plush did get best engineer, so you got to give him some props for that. But in the end, it worked out in favor of Death Touch.
Really
and we're going to head into the second half of this second set, and we're going to see if Death Touch, I don't know. I don't think No Remorse really stands a chance here.
You know, Trill, I can honestly say that not so much. I mean, you know, nothing against No Remorse. Obviously, Final 14, they got to have some sort of skill to be here, but Death Touch is, yeah. You know, it's just, it's kind of scary, actually, to see that kind of a time. I mean, wow. I don't know. I'm in shock.
Is it disturbing for you?
You know, it really is. It is disturbing. I'm easily disturbed, but
yes, we need to get SyN in more enemy territory games so that his, like, you know, tolerance level for the quote-unquote disturbing is raised.
Yeah, I can't lie. I'm kind of an ET.
We still love you, though.
No,
we have fun with you. You do.
Nobody loves
Okay, I don't. I lied. But guess what? The match is about to begin. The second half will take place. And with only 3 minutes and 52 seconds left on the clock, let's see what No Remorse is going to pull out of their sleeves now. It's going to have to be something amazing, astounding, and unbelievable. And I don't know what it could possibly be.
You know, it would have to be something out of the Happy Pants to be able to get in here and get the job done. But so far, it's not looking good at all. As they look dazed and confused right off the spawn. Death Touch all over them. Now they begin to make their way towards the main entrance. finally, but there we got some artillery fire coming in, and No Remorse here with just over 3 minutes to go. It's not looking good at all, Trill. They're in a world of trouble.
Dynamite planted.
But they do have dynamite planted at the main entrance, so even though they got flanked a little bit there, they were able to come out of that, get the dynamite down. Now, looking at Friendly Fire here,
man.
he is covert opting it up, he's all dressed up, and he's going to get in fire. Oh no, he's been spotted, and we have Bloody Mist and Big Nuts double teaming the dynamite, and they have successfully defused the dynamite at the main entrance. We're talking big trouble for No Remorse. I don't know how they're going to respond from this one with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, and they have nothing done. None of the objectives in their favor.
Yeah, you know, we got Illshot from Death Touch hanging out in the forward spawn. He's got that secured. Looking at the main door, absolutely nobody from No Remorse. So, you know, this is looking like a lot worse than it did the last time, Trill. I'm trying to float my way over towards where these guys could possibly be. Here we go, No Remorse trying to make their way into that forward spawn. There's Big Nuts. He's going to go down at the hands of X11. X11 jumping in, finding 2 Death Touch members, but No Remorse trying to get in there and get that forward spawn. Not going to happen. Once again, defended in Death Touch. Not only did they go 3 minutes and 57 seconds, dude, they turned on the defense like you wouldn't believe. It's like all of a sudden they can't even get a single objective done, and we are just over 1 minute and 44 seconds to go. And I don't know what else to say. There we go.
All I will say is that No Remorse finally gets the forward bunker. It only took them about 2.5 minutes to do so. That's not such a great time to be working with. But they're looking to finally set dynamite somewhere, anywhere. Just give me a dynamite, and an airstrike is going to slow them down one more time. So they have to wait for that to pass before they can make another attempt. Madness coming through. Panzerfaust firing up, and oh, it's not going to be able to let loose. Looking to see the dynamite going down, but it's not going to happen. No, instead they're going to use covert ops to send them through. They're going to make a push on the west radar right now. Boost coming out. G-Dub shoving eyes over the wall, going for that west radar, jumping up, and here comes Big Nuts from behind. He's trying to make his way out. The radar parts have been dropped, and they are going to be returned. 50 seconds left to go, and we're about out of time. East and west both secure. Entrance is still intact, and No Remorse. It's not going to happen. It's just not.
Yeah,
they lost their only opportunity.
That's sad. They did. They lost. I mean, you know what? You got to give credit to Death Touch. I forgot who that was. It was Illshot and Bloodfist, I think. They ran in there 2v5, took out 5 members of No Remorse, and defused that bomb early on. And you know what? This one, it's pretty much over with. We are going to see some dynamite here go off. Maybe not. Oh, little team knife coming in there. Let it go, guys. Let it go, they're saying. 1 second to go there. It's going to blow, but you know what? We got 8 seconds. This is it. No Remorse loses Death Touch. We'll move on to the TWL finals. There it is.
Good game.